Hi, guys. So, I've got a really great book for you today. It's called The Most Magnificent Thing. Now, at the end, we're going to talk about some things that happen in this book. Now, remember, good readers ask questions. So, as we're going through, I want you to think about some questions that you have. I'm wondering, and then you fill in the blank. So, remember, that's our word. I'm wondering, okay? So as you go through, you can stop and ask, I'm wondering what she's doing. I'm wondering what her dog's name is, okay? Can we do that? All right, here we go. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, and they relax. She makes things, unmakes things. One day, the girl had a wonderful idea. She was going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it'll work. She has to make it, and she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Who's her assistant? The puppy. Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she's finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that this thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even sort of okay. It's all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another shot. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she's finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still all wrong. She decides to try again. I'm looking at her face. Does she look very happy? The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. Sorry, gotta move me. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds an antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, smooth, rough. One even smells of stinky cheese, but none of them are magnificent. Ooh, look right there. What is she feeling right now? Her hard work attracts a few followers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into place. She jams parts together. She pummels it into little bits. Her hands feel too big, and her brain is too full of the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Crunch. The pain starts in her finger and rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It's not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first, but before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. Well, there are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on this one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio on the next one. There are all sorts of parts she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the most magnificent thing. She works carefully and slowly. She tinkers and hammers and twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one is all wet. This afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair takes a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a little bit heavier than expected. The color could use a little bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climbed aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. What was she trying to make? A cart for the puppy, right? I have a question though. When we go back in the book, she knows what she wants, but she can't quite get there. So she makes all of these and she keeps trying until what happened? She gets mad, right? After she gets mad, what did she say? I quit. Have you ever been so frustrated with something that you wanted to throw it or quit? Like she did? Have you ever exploded because you were so frustrated? Maybe you've done that since school started because you didn't understand something or because something wasn't working. I get really frustrated, especially with our online school because I'm responsible for all of you guys, and it's really, really hard when things don't work. So I thought this was a really good reminder to remember that when things don't work, it gives our brain the chance to create new connections, okay? So even though these things didn't work and she got frustrated, she finally came back to it, didn't she? And when she did, she had learned what she liked and what she didn't like. And by making those that didn't work, by failing, she actually what? Succeeded. So I want to know, have you ever been really, really frustrated? Really frustrated. What do you do when you feel frustrated? What are things that make you feel better? So that's my question. What can you do to make yourself feel better when you feel really frustrated? Okay? Put that in the comments below. Bye, guys.